Welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix. And yeah, I guess this is a tarot reading for the collective. It's not for a specific sign. So, before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Okay, so collective reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading energy and tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. All of the December readings are already up, which today is December the 1st. The general readings are up, the love readings are up, and the money readings are up for all of the signs. If you are a Sagittarius, you receive birthday bonus readings for every single one. So you should have a total of 6 readings for this month of December. Collective readings also full moon in Gemini, which is happening on the 8th of December, and then the new moon in Sagittarius reading is up as well, which happened last week. So yeah, on Thanksgiving. So I guess here we are doing this now. The pre-shuffle energy was very, very messy. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I want to go ahead and pull the main energy and I want to see if it connects. But the pre-shuffle energy was a trip. So let's go ahead and see what we get. May I have the energy for the collective? May I have the energy for the collective? May I have the energy for the collective? And for those wondering what deck I'm using the What's the Tea Spill deck. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it? Okay, bottom of the deck, I'm already seeing some of the same energy. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? Okay, so now bottom of the deck is caught in the act. Before that, at the bottom of the deck as I was shuffling, was unhinged. Now, this one says caught in the act. Someone has been caught doing something they shouldn't. All right? So, and again, that's caught in the act. Let me take some cards here and see what comes out. Okay, that turned over, but I guess we'll see it in a minute. Here we go. What is this? Oh, hooked. Someone's hooked on something. It says addicted to someone or something. So hooked. Don't worry, we're going to clarify some of this stuff too. Okay, what is this that fell out? Distorted feminine. It says fear of conflict, hypersensitive, rejection of rationality, too receptive, waiting for things to happen. So this person is out of sorts. It's kind of interesting because I'm going back to that unhinged card that was at the bottom when I was shuffling, where it seems like, thank you, someone doesn't want to let something go. And this one says divine union is what this says. And it says sacred union between two souls, a divinely guided connection coming together, two people on the same team, divine union. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. Something that I heard when I pulled this divine union is that with the distorted feminine, someone may think that they're soulmates with someone, like, oh, it's meant to be in everything else. But I feel it's all in their mind, if that makes sense. It's like it's all in their mind. Let me take just a few more. Thank you. Okay, well, this is good. Walking away. Walking away. So that would be a good thing, especially if it's something involving addiction. Or, thank you. Oh, somebody doing spell work. Witchcraft came out. It says someone could be using magic to get their way. All right, going to the root doctor. May I have another card, please? What else does the collective need to know? Thank you. Oh. Okay. And then this came out, always partying or playing games. Always partying or playing games. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. At the bottom of the deck is irresponsible. It's interesting that this is at the bottom of the deck, and then this is what came out. And mind you, this can be male or female. Even though it says distorted feminine, there's no gender when it comes to tarot. So it could be a guy who's in feminine energy where his outlook is distorted, or either it's a female in feminine energy where her outlook is distorted or what have you. But this one is saying irresponsible at the bottom of the deck. It says lack of accountability, careless about the consequences of their actions. You can't rely on them. So this is saying irresponsible on that. So let's go ahead and get some clarification on this, because this is interesting. Now, in the pre-shuffle energy, it was about eavesdropping. It was about jealousy. It was also about fool energy, where somebody, instead of someone being the fool and starting off on a new journey or a new beginning or adventure or traveling or whatever, the energy that I got was someone was looking like a fool. Also, another card that came out in the pre-shuffle was third party as well. So, and competition too. So, which makes sense with the third party. Now, if any of that spills over into this, then, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But I honestly feel like someone is looking like a fool, especially with this always partying and playing, and then irresponsible, and then distorted feminine. With this walking away, it could be the person walking away from the shenanigans, is what that could be. Let me clarify this. May I have the energy for the collective? May I have the energy for the collective? May I have the energy for the collective? Can we clarify the cards on the table? Well, I can tell you right now, the World card is at the bottom of the deck. I'm about to split it in three, though. Can we clarify the cards on the table? And World card is about a cycle coming to an end. It can be about leveling up. It can be about traveling. It can be about recognition. On the bottom of the deck now is the Queen of Swords. So yeah, I feel, and the Queen of Swords is someone who will walk away from shenanigans. The Queen of Swords doesn't put up with that. So if somebody's in Queen of Swords energy, and Queen of Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, specifically is Libra energy, then someone might be like, you know what? I'm not dealing with all this, is what's going on. Thank you. Card just failed. 7 of coins. So this is about investing in something. It can be actual investments, or it can be investing in a relationship, friendship, what have you. But yeah, 7 of coins, earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Let's see. The Tower. Yeah, someone doesn't want to invest in this anymore. I feel like they've already invested in it enough, because someone's playing games. The Magician is at the bottom of the deck. And this is going back to always partying, playing games. So that's part of the issue here. This person keeps on playing games, which in you or them, it could be either or. You know better than me. Someone was investing in this relationship, but now they just can't do it anymore with this Tower moment. Tower moment can be like an epiphany, but also it can be because something wasn't built on solid ground. Now, something that I'm hearing in my head is because you didn't correct the situation or the shenanigans at the beginning, it's almost like, and I mean, I'm just telling you the cards and the energy. Don't shoot the messenger. It's almost like you enabled the behavior because you never checked them on their behavior, if this is resonating with you. But now you're like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this. This is ridiculous, because if it doesn't stop, it's going to keep on going on. So you're walking away. I noticed the Six of Wands while I was shuffling, and I feel like you're walking away with your head held high. Where it's like, you know that you've done all that you can do. I might even title this that, You've Done All That You Can Do. We'll see. What else is going to come out? May I have some more card? Thank you. What was that? It turned over. I had seen it turn over. Where's the card at? Okay, I guess it didn't. Go figure. So, may I have a card? Now, okay, it gave me 2 cards. Yeah, it got real. And it's interesting because the Five of Swords came out in the pre-shuffle. So you're blocking somebody. 2 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. Also, you're tired of the heartache. You're tired of the lies and the deception. Because 5 of Swords plus 2 of Swords is 7 of Swords, which can be about deception, strategy, and other things. Also, 5 of Swords minus 2 of Swords is the 3 of Swords, which is about heartache. So there's been a lot of heartache and deception attached to this. Again, I feel like you've done all that you can do. Now, there may have been a point where you were hooked on whatever this is, or they were hooked on you, or both you were hooked on each other. But I honestly feel like the juice isn't worth the squeeze, is what I'm feeling. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. You may have thought that this was a divine union, and maybe even they thought this was a divine union. But based off of all of the stuff that's been happening throughout the relationship while you were 7 of Pentacles investing in it, I just heard this person, I'm going to say exactly how I heard it in my head. Something said in my head, this bitch crazy. That's exactly what I heard in my head. I kid you not. So I guess some of you are saying that. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But that's exactly what came in my head. What's at the bottom of the deck? Queen of Pentacles. Earth energy, specifically Virgo energy. May I have some more cards, please? Because I'm trying to see. Because we know that you've done all that you can do. And I guess you're walking away. Or somebody's walking away. 2 cards came out. Yep, this is done. It is done. Done and done. 3 of Wands at the bottom. You're looking out to new horizons. Similar to 2 of Wands. But what you're doing, also for some of you, I already feel like you have someone in mind. And you may have already sent like a message or did a like on Facebook or something like that. Just saying, hey, hope you're doing well, when really you're hoping they'll reply back and start a conversation with you. I feel like for some of you, you've already put a few feelers out, but you haven't really made it known. And you're moving on. Because the 6 of Swords, more air energy. Some of you might be dealing with the air sign, or you are an air sign, because 3 of these cards is air energy. So yeah. Also, I just heard 9 of Swords too, as well. Because I was thinking about the 3 of Swords earlier, plus the 6 of Swords is the 9 of Swords. Some of you were having sleepless nights, and it's a thing of you don't want to have to worry about what somebody's doing when you're not around. You don't want to have to feel like they have to be watched all the time. And that might go back to the eavesdropping, where you were the one eavesdropping on them, trying to see, okay, what are they doing? Is everything okay? Are they partying again? Are they playing games again? What is there any deception going on? That type of stuff. But with the 6 of Swords, meaning that you're moving away from an issue, which is a double confirmation of walking away. And then the Lovers, this is what you're moving away from. The Lovers card is a choice card. Some of you could be dealing with the Gemini as well, because that's Gemini energy with the Lovers card. But you're making the choice to say, okay, I'm not dealing with this anymore. Again, you've done all that you can do. If they want to act the fool, they're going to act the fool on their own. You're not going to be any part of it. All right? So that is your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Till next time, be blessed.